I don't know if it's been lost on the media, but several good governance measures have in fact been enacted. Recently with the PAC, the standing orders were amended to allow a joint committee where the social partners were included. So that's one measure. The other one is we have sought to impose time limits on the delivery of judgment. That is a good governance measure. We've also tabled a public contracts commission bill. That's another good governance measure. So it's not for want of, it is a priority. We have to get it right. It is just a matter of being on the stuff, on the strain. But I can also tell you that good governance legislation are complex pieces of legislation. For example, the Civil Asset Recovery Bill involves the setting up of a civil asset recovery unit. And we will have to find the public finances to set up that unit to be able to go after any proceeds of crime, etc.
What about the campaign finance legislation? Even before, the one attorney, I think it was Darrell Bradley, who said, look, there are so many examples that can be used. What about that one? And I think that was one of the ones that was promised very early on.
Yes, we are looking at that. That's not off the table. But we are only in government for 5 months. How many House of Representatives meetings have we had? 3. And I was reminded by the cabinet secretary just recently, within the short period, we have had 80 cabinet papers. So this government is being very proactive, but the legislative part takes legal drafting. Legal drafting takes consultations with all the stakeholders. That takes time. We cannot just import legislation. We have to make sure it fits adequately within our legal system.
So then, in terms of commitment to your unit and increasing the number of legal drafters, do you see that commitment under the budget that's being presented now? And beyond that, the unions have pointed out that you all can outsource as you've done before.
Right. So I can tell you that since taking office, because legal drafting is not a skill you develop overnight. There is actually specialized training that somebody undergoes and gets a master's in legal drafting. So it is not a skill that overnight I can develop in the unit. So I have approached various governments. I have approached the US government for assistance. I have approached the High Commission of India, the High Commissioner when he visited Belize, to see if we could get legal drafters from that jurisdiction to assist us. So we are trying.